Guys, we're here today with Mark Teixeira, first baseman of the New York Yankees, and we're going to take Mark through a power progression. It also includes some strength, a mix of upper body as well as lower body. You ready, Tex?
Let's do it.
So we're going to start Mark off with a one-arm step up here. It's going to force his body to stabilize on one side and also work his knee, working stabilization of the knee, hip, and ankle at the same time. Good, Tex. Explode up, control on the way down. Good. Good one. Yep.
It's important to track your workouts because you always have to have a plan. So as you can see, I have my workout here, and it's the first day of this new workout. So I'll make sure I put the amount of weight I'm doing every set.
So this machine is all based on air pressure, so he can pull it as hard as he wants, and there won't be any kink in the cable. Again, good solid base. Again, great posture as usual. Feet are straight. He's getting a good position here. He's loading his glute, and he's also forcing good solid rotation. Good, Tex. So this is a back exercise, but there's a lot of extra focus here as well on stabilizing this quad, which is really good to keep his knees healthy. You'll see what Tex does really well is he's really aware of his angles. He's got that other hand extended to kind of keep him on plane. So focusing on a good strong inhale, and then as you pull, you get that exhale.
Some people will tend to hold their breath when they're doing workouts. Last thing you want to do, make sure you're doing your proper breathing. Never want to get a headache or not let your muscles get that oxygen. Stay hydrated.
Good. So again, a combination movement here. He's using his low body, and he's using the lower body to drive the rotation of the upper body. Very integrated movement. And the whole key to power development in anything you do is to generate power through the floor. And that's exactly what he's doing here. Again, breathing. He's focused on his breathing. He's focused on his posture. Two key components. And you'll see Mark, he's really aware. He keeps his feet nice and straight. Good. Great, Tex. And you'll see too, it's a little bit what we call metabolically challenging. He's out of breath. He's getting a cardiovascular component out of this as well. We're not running sprints or, riding the bike, but he's got that heavy breath going on, and he's maximizing a lot of muscle, and he's really burning a lot of calories as well today.
Yeah, cardio doesn't just mean running, biking, stuff like that. It's a good hard workout too.
Okay. We don't do this with all our players. Tex is just one of those guys. Again, he has dynamite form, and he understands the movement. A little check. Make sure he's able to squeeze those glutes and push it right through. Again, great posture, great breathing patterns, and that breathing is actually helping him move this weight. Good, Tex. Push. Push. All right. Like I said, Tex is one of those guys that has great posture, he has strength, he's very aware of his body, so he can do it. But with some players, it's more of a high-risk exercise than anything else. But Tex is one of those guys that we say, hey, you know what? Our risk is low. Let's do it.
I think that's the big key too. Is you never want to hurt yourself in the weight room. And I've always been somebody that if something is sore, you play 162 games a year, you're going to get sore. So I don't come into the weight room and try to fight through a workout. I'll go to Dana or I'll go to our trainers and say, hey, listen, this is sore. let's do some exercises to help out that muscle or that body part. Also really important not to take too much time in between sets, because you don't want your muscles to get cool, don't want your heart rate to go down too much. You want to keep it going. I've always found that my body is my lifestyle when it comes to baseball. So I've always, ever since I was really a kid in high school, college, you know, through the pros, always want to take care of my body, whether that's in the weight room, getting enough sleep, staying hydrated, so anything I can do. Nutrition's huge. In this off season, I started drinking a lot of raw juice. Always trying to get better on the field and off the field. This is a flat bench press, otherwise known as the beach muscle press. No, it's important to keep your chest and your back balanced. If your chest gets too big and strong, your muscles are gonna, your back's gonna round, you're gonna get too tight in here, not gonna be good for throwing or swinging. So it's important to do the back and the chest equally, actually maybe even a little bit more back. Do a little bit more back than chest. This is very similar to what I do during the off season, but same exercises, but I do a lot more sets, a lot more reps. I'm lifting 5 days a week during the off season compared to 3 or 4 spring training and then 2 or 3 during the season. So off season is really your, build your base, build your strength, and during the season you want to maintain. So this is a reverse medicine ball crunch. So basically I'm going to get on the bench and I'm going to do my crunches with my legs rather than being on the ground and doing my crunches with my upper body. That's actually a great exercise for your low back. What I mean by that is when you're doing squats, doing a lot of lower body, people sometimes get a sore low back. That's because their core, the front side, isn't strong enough. So if you find yourself getting a sore low back from whether it's running or lifting your lower body, make sure you get on a bench or get on a physio ball and do some crunches, do some core work, because that'll actually take some pressure off your low back. This right here is shoulder scapula stabilization. It's very important to make sure, as we talked about, that your scap stay set in its place so you don't have any shoulder elbow issues.
So when Tex is talking about his scap, he's talking his shoulder blade. And like I said, if his shoulders come up, it's going to alter his just his overall posture. He's going to be strengthening his traps. It's going to elevate his shoulder. And that's going to go ahead and lead to some arm trouble down the line. So
you see, I reset it before every rep too.
Exactly. And this, if you should recognize this posture and position. It's the same one he used while he was squatting. It's the same one he was using while he was rowing as well. So everything that he does and we do as a team is to reinforce these positive positions.
My last exercise of the day is just a tubing shuffle. This is really good for your hips. You can actually feel it from your toes all the way up until to your core. It's a great lower body workout. And there it is, workout over.
So that right there is a sample of one of 3 of Tex's in-season, preseason programs that he'll do. The common theme between all of them is that they're all total body, they're all metabolically based, and they're all designed to keep him healthy and strong throughout the season.